Hello, summoners. Welcome to another pulse pounding, lightning inducing, tower ascending episode of a Monster Rancher's Guide to Summoner's War.
Hello, everybody.
I am the harmful effect Aztec Olmec, but it wouldn't be a
good.
proper episode if I didn't have the Rune Blacksmith Lightstar 777 with me.
What is up, everybody? Hope you're all having a great day. I have to make sure, as my paranoia has gotten out of control, that my microphone is actually working. We look like we're good.
Looking good. Well, you sound good on my
good.
end.
We are good. My paranoia can settle down to 10% less. First and foremost, as ever, Aztec, how you doing, bud? Hope your week was well.
I am awesome as usual. You know, we had a bonus episode, I guess you could say. So we interviewed one of our Discorderlies, as I like to call them, the Discorderlies.
Discorderlies.
So that was awesome, that. And during that stream, I definitely not only learned a whole bunch from Chib Kage, but I also got a new toy which I'll show off to everybody.
And so we're going to be releasing this episode that we're doing now on Saturday, like normal.
Yeah.
But we are going to be sending out his episode on either Monday or Tuesday. So we will be tweeting about that. And so our episode 103 will be the episode where we interviewed Chib Kage. And so look forward to that. You get to listen to us babble twice this week. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. And as for things, so we are going to talk about the winding down of the 7-year events and all our thoughts and feelings about everything that happened.
All the feelings.
We are going to talk and recap a bit about the rune events that we have crafted and things of that nature.
Yep.
We're going to talk, of course, about a couple things we saw out there with fellow content creators. And we're going to talk about the events that are going on now and have a discussion about some of those things. So, yeah.
I want to just shoot a quick apology because I know we had topics last week, but we definitely got into helping out one of our streaming buddies, and
we did.
Yeah, I mean that's why the title of last week was when a friend asks for help, you help them. That's definitely a Letterkenny reference.
Friend asks you for help, you help them. Pitter patter.
So shout out to Letterkenny because both of us love that show. However, I just wanted to apologize because we did shoot a bunch of topics just like we do every show, and I don't think we got to any of them. But we helped out someone, and that's important to us. And so I just want to have a short apology.
And here's the thing: if we remain on track, maybe we'll be able to pull those subjects back up and talk about them a bit today. So yeah. Here's hoping. So I mean, right off the bat, being you do have your runes up, let's just start with the blacksmith event, and then I was watching, of course, I love to watch Bagel's videos. He delights me. But he had a video that he was, I guess people sent in their crafted runes from the event.
Right.
And some of these were quad speed rolls, so they were like 30 base speed. They grinded it with a legendary artifact and got, a legendary grindstone and got up to 35 speed. So, I mean, those are some as Nelly the God would put it, tasty runes.
Shout out to Nelly, absolutely.
But I mean, through going through this, I have started going through, and so something I was doing was I would just go to my rune list,
Right.
and I was going into like the manage, and I would just go all, and I was looking at anything with a speed substat.
Yeah.
And just looking at what I had, and I must say, like this one, for example, right?
Mhm.
I know for a fact this is like a very early light star rune that
I hear you.
I put on my poor Sylvia. I mean, we have flat HP and only 5 speed on a character who I want to be as fast as humanly possible.
This was probably before the
in.
Nelly episode where he told us how to optimize runes and stuff like that. Because I got a whole.
This had to be back before I even knew what a rune. I was like, rune, you go there. That's fine.
6.
I cared
1,
nothing.
2, 3, 4.
I cared nothing about stats apparently, but
I hear you.
Through this, I do have some runes that I'm not embarrassed by, like this best stat rune, plus 21 speed.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and that's not grinded, so that's only 9 off of a perfect roll. So,
right.
You know, a few more, you know, lightning strikes in the old rune category, and that would have been a just juicy rune. But GZ to everybody who Bagel showed off their runes, because
yes,
they were incredible. As we all know, and I have no shame in saying this, I did precisely the opposite of what Bagel said.
That's what I'm talking about. Do your own thing. That's awesome.
And I crafted Chikaru runes,
right.
and the reason was because my Chikaru was not like I could only do like B12 of things with my Chikaru the way it was.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'd been at it for probably a month with what I had, and I could not get the 2 slots I needed to finish my 3rd Chikaru.
Right.
So I must admit, I definitely did the opposite of what he did. And I get it. He's saying they're going to be the best runes you may ever get on your account.
Yeah.
For like till they have another event like this. And while I respect that very much, I definitely I needed this to work. So. Yeah. So the fact that my Chikara now is like 100% in all of the content that I need it for has been a godsend, because I have been able to farm runes a little bit more.
Excellent.
So my runes, this is the one defense slot to determination rune. I swapped it out for attack percentage and ground that. I grinded the speed up to 20. I grinded the HP up to 20. And 11% accuracy, and then I had a guard rune slot 4 defense as well.
Right.
Ungrinded plus 17 speed, which I know I could have grinded this better. I could have worked and re-rolled the stats more, but also with a Chikaro, you need to manage the speed so that it does what it's supposed to correctly.
Exactly. You got a speed tune.
So I actually didn't want to get too high of speed, or this rune would not have been really viable for what I was doing.
Right.
But got some crit rate, accuracy, and some attack power. So I'm happy because my Chikara works. I see you have your runes up, so why don't you go ahead and talk about those, and then I would like to jump into talking about my dot team runes.
Okay. This was a violent speed rune, as you can see. I re-rolled as much as possible, and I just really couldn't get very good luck. I mean, I just settled for that 14% attack and, 4% crit. That's just, it just irked me so bad, because I was rolling for almost 2 days, rolling runes. Not rolling in the deep.
But, we've all been there.
But I just felt kind of defeated, because after I wanted to confirm these before the timer counted down that I wouldn't have any runes at all. But I was kind of disappointed in, just being honest, in in this particular one. I mean, yeah, I can grind, but I can't grind that much to get it to where I wanted it. So, I
Yeah, I
mean,
mean, you'd have to re-up it repeatedly, yeah.
repeatedly, and even though the event gave us some kind of reap esque, ability, it was okay. This one was just okay. I did a will rune also, and I'll check that screenshot really quick. Oh, that's the grindstone. Yeah, here it is.
Here we are.
This one,
Damage, slot 4. Nice.
yeah, this one I'm slightly more proud of because I know which unit it's going on. That kind of helps,
Who's that going on to?
Oh, that is definitely going on Gelgun. Um, I hate to spoil the surprise, but in the interview, and just big shout outs to Cheap Kage. He gave me all the luck in the world, and of course, Luckstar 777 over here is just
Yes.
May has been.
I am the blessing. I'm
You were the
blessings
splendid
to
blessing.
anybody.
You were
I am
100%
your splendid
the
blessing.
splendid blessing because May was unprecedented for the amount of Nat 5s, Nat 4s, and Nat 3s that there was a Nat 3 that I wanted and I actually got. So I am
Nice.
like over the moon. The light Marshall Cat, if you wanted to know the 3-star I wanted, but anyway, this rune is it's okay. It's obviously it definitely needs work. I mean the 21% for HP is going to be a little helpful. A little bit of speed and some attack percentage, but nothing some grindstones and some reaps can't fix. So I'm only mildly happy with the blacksmith event. It is by far besides the 4-star event, which Lightstar and I have history with. It is by far my favorite event in Summoner's War is the ability to craft your own runes, and I'm only middlingly happy about my performance here. But yeah, that's cool.
I mean, I understand that because like we all know I was rolling my runes for quite a while, even to get them where they are.
Yeah.
And they still were nothing like I actually wanted them to be. So I get that. I get that, it's definitely frustrating to spend days and days and days rolling runes just to be disappointed.
Yeah, but the disappointment faded super quickly because of all of the units that I got. So, am I middling happy about the blacksmith event? Sure, but am I super happy about all of the units I got in May? Oh, this is our first stream of June, so happy June to everyone. So
June.
And the 7th, I believe, the 7th of June is the birthday of our podcast. So I want to wish mrgtsw an early birthday because I don't think we'll be streaming that particular day. But
wait, what day of the week is that?
I think it's a Tuesday. So like it's like the day after.
You know what? Maybe that should be the day we release the Chibkage episode as a special our anniversary day release.
We'll do that because it's just sitting in the can. And we'll do
on the 7th. That's the day we're going to do it.
On the 7th, mrgtsw was born, and there was Light Star, and an Aztec. Excellent. Yeah. So am I super happy about the runes? Not exactly. Am I super happy about the units? 150%. But yeah, those were my two forays into rune crafting. But yeah, it's really cool.
Nice. Now, I want to talk. So, I've been working on my .gb12 and other place team, and
who was on the team?
The Sath Tattoo, Lucian, Melia.
Excellent.
And so I went back, and Begamon has these videos about the beginner account meta teams. So he was building the Sathatu Melia comp.
Gotcha.
And so like I went back and I watched, and I forget the name of the gentleman that came up with the chart in the first place, but there is a chart saying, oh, okay, if you have this much speed and you have this much that and you have that much that, this is what, you should be doing.
Right.
So I tried as best I could. So like my tattoo, 41 speed, which then made my staff have to have 64 speed,
Right.
which meant my solution had to have 51 speed. Like, so I did my very best to match exactly 49 for the speed. Trust that computer, sir. Trust it. Trust the computer. Put it in. Put your passcode in. There you go. But like, so my second Melia is supposed to be about 34 speed faster than she is. So far I do not have kitty cat. So far my team that couldn't even touch GB12 is now like 98% on GB12. So
that's awesome.
It's a lot better, but it also anybody who has listened to our podcast for a very long time knows back in the beginning when I played, because like let's be honest, here. When we started doing this, I had only been playing the game for maybe a year at that point.
Right.
And there were huge swaths of information I wasn't really not that I wasn't aware of, but maybe I just didn't understand conceptually a lot of these things.
I hear you. No problem.
One of them was the fact that I didn't really understand why you would do a broken set of anything, because
set
before
bonuses
I thought, you need like the stats from the two sets or something like that. And so like it never made any sense to me. But for example, so this is exactly because I was searching through all of my slot 1 runes for speed substats.
Okay.
And anything that wasn't expressly being used for something that I need it for, I went through and I was leveling up runes, and this one eventually rolled 18 speed. So I put that one in, and then the slot 4 one, I was able to grind to 18 speed. So again, they're both not there yet in terms of like, I could definitely use better stats for them. But it was my first foray into using a broken set, and so far, I mean, the reason why I was doing it is valid. Like,
excellent.
And
so
I think
your opinion has changed about the broken sets.
I mean, I get it now that if you're going like, so for that, like, if your team needs,
there goes the stream deck.
Somebody, right? Huh?
No.
What?
Kitty knocked over the stream deck. That's what she does.
Oh. I was like, what is he on about? I didn't knock anything over. I don't think.
Not. That's what she does.
But no. So I mean, I guess with some of the meta teams, especially, or if you're speed tuning a team, I feel like sometimes the stats are more important than the rune bonuses.
100%. Yeah, the set bonuses, great and all, but sometimes broken sets, especially on. Now, do you have any broken sets on your trickaroo team, or is it just straight, determination and defense runes and such like that?
No brokens. Wait, no, there's one broken set, I think. So this is determination guard, double determination,
right,
and one. Wait, no, that's double guard, one determination, and then where is my Verd? There you are. Verd has a broken set.
Okay. Cool.
Just because I needed to get to the stats I needed for my team to work, which again, it works everywhere I need it to, but like it has made an interesting problem in that I'm not 100% sure what I want to be what I want to be farming for runes right now.
Okay.
At first, I was doing just like equal parts dragons and necro,
Right.
but then I was like, well, I really don't have a lot of actually halfway decent artifacts, so maybe I should farm those. So it's been kind of a thing, but then like I have decided to take a more monster centric approach.
Okay.
And so that was where I decided that I would work on a per team basis to get things to work the way they're supposed to. So right now I've gone back to farming GB12, even though my team is not 100%, because even though it's not 100%, I need better Swift runes with better speed subsets so that I can make my second Melia hit the speed that I need it to function with that team the way it needs to.
Right.
So that is one thing. I'm trying to take a more systematic approach. I'm going to need to do a lot more of R5 because I've used a lot of grindstones lately. So I'm thinking once I can improve my GB12 runes on my second Melia, get her a better Swift set, then I'll be able to kind of focus more. And then again, same as before, I'll go systematically through what I need runes for. Like I definitely need to farm rage runes.
Yeah.
So that I can upgrade my Lucian, because while my Lucian is not bad, he is not great either. I believe like 100% crit rate, 2500 attack, and 250% crit damage is like the best like you could get for your stats when it comes to a fat Lucian.
I hear you. Yeah, your Lucian's pretty awesome. Mine.
Oh, he is, but mine is so far off peak that it's not even funny. Like, and that's the thing. Like, I feel like where I am in the game, like I have decent runes. I have like, and don't get me wrong. Like I said, nothing great, nothing that I would think like, oh, I'm so much better than this guy. No, nothing like that. But like, I definitely think I have more middle of the road type runes and, you know, things of that nature. But I also feel like it's the point where I can afford to be a little bit more focused on certain monsters and just try to build them up to be better. So, so working on my Lucian, I want to get my second Lucian to be as fat as my first Lucian at some point.
Excellent.
Because that is something like my first one fell off very hard and never was as good as my first one.
I wonder why that is. When we have doubles of units, we always tend to show love to the first one. I think it's just human nature.
Oh, well, for me, it was I never had good enough runes for the second one. And so, like I said, like in this push to take my Lucian from middle of the road to try to get it as close to like those peak stats. And I mean, and I guess that's what the end game, you know, the mid to end game kind of part of this game is where you take your runes from being serviceable to trying to make them peak. So that is something that I have been pursuing somewhat passionately, is improving. So like right now, my crit rate 81%, 204 crit damage, and 1422 for my attack power is my Lucian. So
excellent.
I also tried to update my Crow's runes a little bit, so he's got 1257 attack plus, but he's down to only 3254 on the old HP. So he is definitely playing the role of glass cannon.
Yeah, a little squish, little squish there.
He's super squish, but if everything goes right, it
wouldn't matter exactly.
I do have Crows in storage, and I've been thinking about this in terms of like, you know, some of the guild battles and things that I do is I kind of want to have I want to have like backups of crows and ropes
Okay.
because I have 3 Chikaru.
Right.
I mean, I have 3 Ikaru. I feel like I could build up extras of those, and then I would be able to have like different runes for different things, and I could have them, I could test out things then, I could have a very, glass cannon crow and see if that one works better than the tankier one.
Right.
So just like my own edification as well, like if I lose a crow in a guild battle, to be able to throw a second one in so that, my Inugami team can still function, because I do use the Ikaru Crow Roke in
Nice.
guild battles a lot of the time.
Always a good team.
Because they will just shred things in front of them. So that is something that I have been working on. Of course, I know we wanted to talk about the events, so I have been doing okay on the arena event and all, the world arena event. I am at 111 wins so far, 25 days to go, so
I am on 8.
and it's only been out for
8 wins. Okay. But
different.
This is a event that I'm actually going to enjoy, just due to the fact that we're both getting more RTA focused. We're both got a bunch of RTA units that are, they're on the bench no more. They're sitting bench. Well, mine at least aren't. I'm gonna 6-star and build them up, and I am so excited to use the Art Masters. Well, so obviously when we have our Goodwill, you'll be hopefully seeing some of the artistry of the Art Masters.
We're getting back into our Goodwill.
Yeah,
guaranteed.
Absolutely. But yeah,
so that you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go on.
Oh no. So I'm
beauty before age.
Whatever. But yeah, I am really excited to use some of these new units that I got in May, for this new event, and obviously this is very RTA and World Arena focused. So yeah, man, I want to see your what is it? Your you had the cool name for it. Not Safatu, not hanging. It was Bulvarkaria. Yeah, I haven't seen that. Yeah, that's a very cool team comp that you've developed, and yeah, I definitely want to see. Have you been using that at all, or?
No, not much.
Okay.
Real quick, and then we'll double back. I forgot to tell you the other day, I pulled an Ophelia. The Fire Paladin.
You've got to be kidding me! I pulled that from the summoning stones, which was completely out of whack, because
out of thin air.
Totally out of thin air. So that's great. I'm so glad. She really doubles as a kind of like a second Jean. She's very Jean-like, but her provoke is a little bit better. The Cry of Threat is kind of like a. Is like
unless there are a lot of AoE monsters, but I mean, I get what people are saying about her because you can AoE around her, but I think, well, I would probably only pick her as the last pick.
Right.
She'd never be a first pick because then they would just
ban her
AoE thing against me. So obviously, if I'm going to use her, I'm going to use her as a last pick. And I'm going to do it when they have a lot of single target damage going on. So that's my thoughts about it. But this team that I have up on screen now, this is my team right now, is Hagang, my Bastet, my Carnal, is it?
Yep.
The wind one?
The fire one's Carnal.
Cigar. I did get Carnal recently, I just haven't built him yet. And then Suiki, the water Onimusha. I will show you, this is just the rival battle, so this is going to be very easy, but the way I have it speed tuned is my Bastet goes first, like this.
Right.
I do the attack power buff. We all get shields and attack power. Hagang is speed tuned to go next, so like say this team had buffs, I would remove all the buffs, give them all a glancing debuff, and then my Suiki plays cleanup artist, and then if something lives, I will take away their ability to do any of their special abilities, so they only have S1.
Right.
The nice thing is too with Cigar, I can push back like Samantha and Perno's like resurrection
Right.
with the increased skill cooldown. So
Hmm.
I use that a lot to kind of push people's attack bars back and their skill cooldowns back, so
That is a
that way.
combination of good strategies. That's excellent.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a very good team. I'm enjoying it a lot. And so that's been the main one, like win, lose, or draw. I've been using that team a lot lately, just so that I can kind of know what it's good against, what it's bad against. Like,
Right.
I kind of want to just throw it up against every team and just see where it's failing and why it's failing, and then look at those monsters it's failing against, so that I better understand how to use it. So
Well, that
yeah. So
especially the turn pushback covers you in a lot of situations. So I don't know. That sounds like a very sick team. Absolutely.
thank you. Now, while you're doing that, I see you're getting runes together there on
Good old
your
Geogun.
fire art method. So we haven't talked about the true talk about the my favorite subject matter of all time, which is what should I 6-star next.
Absolutely.
We have cursorily spoken of it, but not like officially. I gotta say, I'm kind of torn about a few things, because
Okay.
as you said, we are trying to get into RTA a bit more.
Mhm.
This one, the Carcano, the fire
Sniper.
is
Yeah.
actually, because I've built Carbine, because at the time Carbine was the first sniper I got,
Right.
and he does stupid high amounts of damage when he hits somebody, but kind of the problem is that his whole mechanic is based around hit me, which
Yeah.
is not a very smart tactic to have.
Not for
in
a kind of a squishy DPS. Yeah, that not really.
Right. So I was thinking about maybe Carcano being something I build up. Chloe and Rena, the fire and water Epicon priest.
Okay.
Chloe, because she gets used so many places. She's very fast. Has pretty good base speed, and she gives that invincibility. So
Yes.
it works well with Katrina, and just helps survivability of your team. So
Yeah, invincibility.
I've
there's
thought
no substitute for that.
right. And again, a lot of Bagel, again, because I love watching his videos while I'm doing other things.
Of course.
So he has a Tetra that he has built on one of his accounts. He swears by this monster so much that he has it built on every single account.
Really? That's good to
So
know.
I was thinking perhaps that's a monster I should 6-star. People are using Clara a lot for that first turn, stun and remove beneficial effects.
Yes.
And increase your attack speed. So there's that. People are using Molong a lot. Abellio, my water druid.
Your
That
water
could be
druid.
a thing for more survivability.
Yes.
In a few more weeks, I'll have enough spare ones of the Ifrits, yeah, to be able to 6-star one of them. And I've actually
Theomars,
seen more.
100%. Theomars is basically an LD Nat 5 that, because he's, his passive, it makes him like a crush. But it makes him basically the whatever opposite attribute of anything. Right. So Theomars would be.
But you say that.
Mm-hmm.
when Bagel was going through it and showing like siege battle teams
Yep.
for like, guild battles and everything,
Mm-hmm.
there were about 1,000 teams that had Tessarian in the leader position
Really?
as a
Tessarian
resistance lead.
for the
Yep.
resistance. Okay.
Like it was almost stupid how many were there, but
Stupid amounts.
yeah. So I'm stupid amounts of them. Yeah. So I am a little bit torn in the fact that I do not know what one I should kind of focus on next in that regards.
I would. It's going to be a toss. If you want this Aztec's opinion, it's definitely going to be a toss-up between those two Ifrits, both Tessarian or Theomars.
They're getting 6-starred when I get one more Ifrit from the guild shop. So
Okay.
that's fine. Like whichever Ifrit you tell me, I'll probably start with, and then in about 8 weeks afterwards, I'll have the next one.
Gotcha.
6-starred again.
Oh man.
So you say
one of
which one first?
One of the two.
Akamir, got it.
No, one of the either Tessarian or Theomars. I love Theomars. I'm in the process of getting him situated because he's stuck at 5-star. He's definitely going to be my next until of course when I had the interview and good old 2-gun Geogun came out of nowhere, and so he kind of got sidetracked as usual. I told you my bracket for my list of 6-stars was just all up in the air ever since May happened, and so I don't know. But regardless, I think just to answer your question, I would let's go with Tessarian, just because in a couple of weeks, Theomars will be next.
Sound cool. But what should I 6-star otherwise? Should I 6-star my Leica?
So no,
again, he's
definitely the water druid. Definitely 100%.
Well, I can do about 3. So
okay.
Abellio's 1.
Yes, that would be after Tessarian. Leica. Just based on the conversation that we had with Chief Kage, man, that's. He put a really good argument of why you should do Leica next. So I don't know. That's tough. But in my opinion, I think Water Druid would really help your survivability. Not that it's bad, but I don't know. I say Water Druid after.
Would you say Water Druid, Leica, and whom? Like Carnal? Should it be the Carsano? Should it be the Mage just because that's the new unit?
How do you like?
Should it be a Skogul?
No, I don't think it should be a Skogul, just because, you'll have the resources to 6-star a Skogul, because the 3 stars that you get from those giant warriors. You can do that at any time. But I don't know. I would go with, Water Druid, Tessarian, and for the third.
But again, you keep counting Tessarian, and the Ifrits are not part of that.
Okay.
They are getting leveled up when I get Ifrits from the guild shop. So
got you.
One more away from being able to 6-star them.
Okay.
With Ifrits and skill them up. So they're not part of the 3.
Okay.
Just remove that one right out.
Remove that from the equation.
That was a completely separate thing. We're done. We got that.
Got that.
Tessarian is good.
Okay. So let's do Leica, let's do the Water Druid, and let's do let's see if I remember the list. Let's do pull up the list really quick so I may see.
Again, there's Carsano, there's the Mage, there's the Carnal.
I would definitely do the Mage. I've heard good things about the Wind Mage, so let's do the Mage. Let's do those 3.
All right. I trust your judgment.
Oh, that makes one of us. Just kidding. Ha 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 ha.
I really need to build this Ophelia.
I really need
Her
to
over
build
here,
this
so I remember
this
to do that.
this water. You know what? This is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, you break my heart every time your
See that water
review
reuse.
is not being loved. And I'm also working on this. Kabila, the
Speed lead. Yeah.
the light harpy.
Right.
Apparently, she's quite good because again, certain people whose videos I may or may not watch whenever I have a down moment uses this monster so much. So I'm also getting ahead of the curve
Yes.
because remember I am building all of the hellhounds because
Just-
if they come
just in
up
case
with
the 2A.
like a 2A, I'm going to be ready. I'm going to be ready.
The only ones I'm building are Tark so far. Bark for Tark. Tark.
Tark
Tarkesian.
for Tark.
Big shout out to Evan and Seppi just cause. No reason. Just cause they're cool. They're cool little guys.
Be cool, man. Be cool. So should let's see. You wanted to talk about the harmful effects.
Yeah, I always like to.
And you wanted to talk about who you're trying to replace Chopper with. So
Yeah, you were in. You sent me a video of Bagel's most regrettable 6 stars. Chopper was one of them. So
number one, even
number one. You know, because apparently he spent a good amount of time testing and, ruining and what have you, and just still couldn't get the performance out of Chopper that he could. I had an idea of a possible replacement just because Chopper takes so much damage because, he can't get shields, he can't get buffs, he can't get, even just kind of left on an island, which is just so unfortunate. But I was a little bit inspired by the Hall of Heroes, and one of the Hall of Heroes characters that might actually be a good replacement for Chopper is good old Carl, if I can find Mr. Dark Neostone. All of my Walking Dead fans will get that reference. But Carl's he's not bad. If he gets crits, he does. Oh, here it is.
Not bad was Carl's nickname in high school.
He increases his crit rate, which is awesome on his S2, and he ignores all damage reduction effects, and it's on his S3, and it's guaranteed as a critical attack. So you don't have to really build him to crit rate heavy. You definitely should build him with like Rage or something like that. And I just feel that he would be a better one-hit nuker than, Kamatau or Chopper, the Dark Minotaur as we call him. Kamatau is just not very survivable. He needs things like Vampire Runes. I mean, yeah, his S2 will heal him up a little bit, but he's even with packing HP on him, he's still pretty squishy because, he just can't get any buffs, no shields, no, etc. So
I believe he is the biggest rope-a-dope monster in the game. That secretly, he has like a magic combination of stats that when you hit, he is probably like the best monster in the game. And they knew everybody was going to be like, he's poop. Don't even worry. Don't even look over at him. Leave him in the corner. It's fine.
So maybe with some tuning, some tuning with that passive that he has, because yes, it does increase his attack power by 100%, but no buffs at all. Oh, it's rough, bro. It's rough trying to get him situated.
But see, again, I maintain that while he can't get buffed, you can still defense break things. You can still, do a lot of things to help your situation. So
I wish
I
could.
Know. I wish there was a trading system so we could break the entire economy of the game.
There
But
should be
aside from breaking the economy,
there should be a
I
trading
wish I could
system
just
for
have
3
your-
stars, 3 stars only, and then I can hand them over to you, and then you guys can hang out.
and a light werewolf.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
So-
the last LND Nat 3 I need.
A light werewolf, huh? But yes, I always, from time to time, go to the help menu and actually check out, some of the things that I'm not 100% sure of, and there's a lot. But I always want to check out the harmful effects. Beneficial effects and harmful effects. We kind of assume that we know what they're doing and the percentage, but there's specific percentages for all of the harmful effects. And I just encourage all of our listeners, viewers, and Discordians to go check these out once in a while, just because there was one beneficial effect I totally didn't get, which was endure. The target's HP will not drop below 1 even when attacked. So there's a couple of, I think Camille's, the dark elemental or whatever, who is, super difficult in, some
a
stages
problem?
of TOA.
Big Camille's.
Because, he can't be one shot. He's almost on par with, Lakia. So, yeah, I always want to go back. Yeah. I always want to go back and really brush up on the beneficial and harmful effects. And I learned some interesting things, especially, Cry of Threat for Ophelia. Lightstar just pulled Ophelia recently, which is awesome. And I really didn't understand what the difference between Cry of Threat and just a regular Provoke would be. So I checked that out. It was really helpful to revisit a lot of these harmful effects, and I just encourage everyone to do so.
Nice. Well, it's been too many weeks, so I feel like we should try to kill each other's monsters.
Yeah, let's do that. Let us do that.
And then we can see if I can get a Chung Pung from the scam stone. I mean the exclusive summoning stones.
Absolutely. Yeah, Chung Pung is pretty awesome. I pulled him in May, so just good times with that dude. Nothing but good times. So, yeah, I'll send you an invite.
I apologize for the things I said when I was angry.
Let's see, Goodwill. There you are.
There's a Snickers bar when you need it.
Yeah, seriously. All I have is cider and water. No Snickers, unfortunately.
It's okay. I actually have a Kinder Bueno bar in the fridge, so
Those are way past good. I mean, there's good, and those are way Kinder Bueno. Wow, who thought of that? Who sat down and crafted that thing? That is pretty amazing.
Yep, but especially when you put them in the fridge, they're even better.
Even better. Wow, I must do so. There must be Bueno in my future. Kinder Bueno. Let's
How
see.
this will go.
Oh crap! I took all my runes off of that one.
So you have
I can
Luis,
only ban only one.
Manfred, your Jungpung, and Rakan, is it?
Oh, Rakan is the fire Chimera.
Kumar.
Kumar. Harold and Kumar go to White Castle.
You know what? This is going to be a very traditional what happens in my normal RTA. Everybody bans Vanessa, and then I get 50% attack bonus to my water units, which make up most of the rest of my team.
Absolutely.
Respectfully.
I see shields. I see glancing. Uh-oh. And yeah. Well,
Sorry, your Luis is very tanky.
I don't think she's going to take out 4-on-1 though. Thank you for the compliment, of course, bowing respectfully. But now, no more Aztec.
All right, let's mix it up and try something different.
Sure. I find it funny that our gamer logo tags are the photo, the logo, and the photo that we base the logo off of.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
I see you're going to nuke me with your crow.
We're gonna try. We're gonna give it the old Montclair State try.
Go crabs! I don't know what your I don't know what your mascot is. I'm so sorry.
The Red Hawk, but that still was hysterically funny. I still find it very funny. Very, very funny.
What was your school's fight thing?
Well, funny enough, my wife went to the same school, and during her graduation, the valedictorian was saying all these nice things about the Red Hawk. The Red Hawk is strong. The Red Hawk is blah. This, and then some dude in the crowd is like, caw, like everyone lost everyone lost their minds. Oh, this is making perfect sense. Since we're doing World Arena, I don't have any of these runes.
Wow.
Nobody's runes. Oh, Chris.
Okay. You know, we'll just make this the last one then. So you know,
it just dawned. I was like, why does no one have runes? And
it's not fair. Every one of mine will be ruined very efficiently. So
it's cool. That's my because I mean, come on, we do this every show. I should have known to put runes on my RTA on my RTA units. So that's kind of my bad.
All right. So your biggest threat. So let's get rid of him. Fluff damage. My Lucian, fat as he is, takes out half your team. And let's see if we can finish you off.
Yeah.
And good.
Clean sweep. Very cool.
All right. So what do you say we say a special prayer for Chung Pung from the exclusive summoning service?
Just love the way you say that. I am a little bit on the light side for scrolls, but I will summon whatever I have because it's you. It's you, bud.
Yeah. I mean, I have 800 exclusive summoning, so I'm not going to summon anything else except one other scroll, which is my legendary scroll from my Toho Heroics. So,
okay.
So it's going to be 800 exclusive summoning stones. So what? That's like 40. Oh, yeah, 40.
50 each. Yep. 40. Yep. Definitely.
So 40 summons for that, and one guaranteed lightning. Unless I get a Chung Pung, in which case I'm going to stop and just cry all around the room.
Don't cry.
And ready when you
I'm going to count it down. 3,
do it.
2, 1, and summon.
Come on. And you know what? I wouldn't even be upset if I got a second Leica, because that'll just make it easier to skill him up, you know?
Or, crystal him, of course. Always, splendid blessings are always nice.
Okay, we got some lightning from the exclusive summoning. All right, we got, is that Malacca, the water one?
Maracas.
I forget his name.
Yeah, you were right, Maracas.
Got second lightning.
Uh-oh.
All right, the wind Ninetail. Okay.
You can use that to skill up your Kamiya, your dark Ninetails. Because we
I was building her, did you?
We both know that Sean B thinks she's the best monster in the game. So, Let's test that theory. Let's test that theory.
Yeah, I'm definitely building her based on some of that. So
Yeah, might as well.
honestly, I need to fix my Sylvia runes. Like I'm actually embarrassed by myself, just sitting here hating myself for what I've done to my
don't
account.
be
Okay,
embarrassed.
got third lightning from the exclusive summoning and got a chilling. So there we go. Some skill ups for my jack-o'-lantern army, and no other lightning there. So one last legendary. Guaranteed lightning, of course.
Absolutely.
And
I know that dance anywhere. That's the dance of the
Got
Onimusha.
Nice. I wish all three of mine were not already fully 6-starred, but you know what?
Jeez.
I can just throw him at the thing. Real quick, I forgot. I actually did want to talk about this.
What's up?
Another video that Bego was talking about was about crafting things that some people ignore. So, like these high crafting method for the conversion stones.
Okay.
What you do is, like, so say I take that chilling I just got, right? And I put it there. What happens is either a water or an attack engraved conversion stone will be created. So what he does is he will take a lot of the monsters that you get from, like, the guild shop or whatever, like, your account gets quite a bit of. So, like, here, I have 3 of the Wind Ninetails, so let's go ahead and just use one of those.
Yeah,
okay?
let's see.
So I'm going to get either a wind or an attack one, and I hope I didn't do my 3 this week. No, I didn't. But you see, so I just got a legendary conversion stone, so now I have a skill 3 recovery of 7 to 9%. So I can convert a specific stat now to that stat on an attack.
That is super helpful because I only craft, Rainbow Mon and such like that. I don't really craft too many conversion stones, but now I have to.
And like this, the Windrock Sasa, they come from the guild shop. So
right,
like,
so you can definitely get those.
Like, but you see, I've ran out of the actual stones, so I need to get my butt over to the Punisher script and start doing something.
Punishing the Punisher. I hear you.
But yeah, I just wanted to mention that real quick because he definitely mentioned, like, and the reason I had over 100 reappraisal stones was I tried to make sure I get those and enough for the 2 chests, and then build up my my supply again as often as I can.
Gotcha.
So I try to be as efficient as possible so that I can get those items, but if I have to sacrifice them, I would sacrifice things like the chests first, so that I can keep getting the reappraisal stones as often as possible. They're quite good. They're quite, like, they're worth their weight in gold, because I've had some runes that, I tried to get them to roll speed and they would not roll speed. So, reappraisal is pretty much your only option at that point. And, yeah, I definitely think it's worth it. I still campaign very heavily that if I get triple S on a Rift Raid Beast, I should get, like, every other dungeon when you're doing the peak efficiency, I should get only 6-star runes. Being kind of sick of getting 4-star runes sometimes.
Yeah, there's really no reason for that. I just wish that mechanic was changed. You work really hard to get triple S, to farm the runes for the units to get triple S, and to get 4-star runes as a reward is kind of janky, but that's just my opinion, and apparently your opinions, which is it's great.
Right.
Who we shouting out this week? Anyone in particular?
So I'm going to do a 2-part shout out. One, just in general, to everybody in our Discord. You all are some of the coolest, nicest people I will say that, we are not a huge community, but each and every one of you is just a great person who I'm very grateful I get to know
Yeah,
in this
absolutely.
life. So I appreciate all of you, but especially we had somebody who joined our Discord recently, and I don't even know why. I like to think that God has a plan, and so like I happened to just go into our welcome splash page
Yeah.
and just look at who's joined recently,
Right.
because I mean, like, a lot of the time I'm content, like, I wait until somebody talks and then I'll like chat with them,
Of
but
course.
like I don't often go and like look for somebody. But I felt myself drawn to the welcome page, and there was somebody whose name was Ginger and Drag, and so far, ever since I saw their name, we have been chatting up a storm, and they're just one of the nicest people. So I just want to give them the biggest of shout outs.
Big shout out to you.
They have taken a break from Summoner's War for a while, but they were kind enough to like share some of the monsters they had and everything. And like, when they get back into the game, they have a lot of really nice things waiting for them. So, and they're just a genuinely very nice person who I've been enjoying talking to. So
shout out to you, Ginger and Drag.
The highest of ups.
That is awesome. But yeah, that's why we built the Discord, to build a community of like-minded. And of course, even if you don't play Summoner's War, we talk about more than that. Genshin, No Man's Sky.
I'll talk to anybody about anything.
Cycling, I mean, literally, just a cool hangout for some cool people. Chibikage, definitely want to shout you out, because that was a masterclass, and we'll be releasing, that episode super soon.
On our anniversary.
2 years that Lightstar and I have been, talking Summoner's War and talking gaming and just, geek culture and stuff like that. And, I really want to shout you out, Lightstar777, because you built the Discord, and it's been such a injection of positivity and positive energy for our shows. Sometimes we don't even have to write the shows. We can just go on our Discord. Someone has a question, someone has a topic to pull up, and writing the show is super simple when you have such a community that's, Hyung Gun. I mean, dude, like many people,
so knowledgeable,
so many people in our Discords that are our Discordalies, as I like to call them. But man, it is. I gotta shout you out for building the Discord correctly, because I've been on different Discord servers and they're not as pleasant to navigate as our own, and that's all Lightstar. I mean, I take care of, the producing and editing for the shows and such like that. But man, we have an awesome Discord. I mean, mainly the people, but just and of course, just the look of it and the organization. So, no Lightstar, there's no mrgtsw, and there's no Discord. So I definitely want to shout you out, because I appreciate all the feedback, good and bad, from our Discord. Who else am I shouting out? Where did we eat yesterday? I barbecued. Shout out to Aztec Barbecue, because
I know. I saw those pictures.
I will post those in our Discord, because barbecuing is a huge passion for me. I have 2 passions in life: video games and cooking, and DJing. Well, 3 if you count DJing also, and cats, of course.
Is literally that Monty Python sketch. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Our chief weapon is surprise. Surprise and fear are two weapons. Our surprise, fear,
and just keep adding to it. But yeah, I'm gonna post all of our barbecue pics from Memorial Day on our Discord, just so you can understand how I get down on the grill. First of all, no gas. Scratch that. Just charcoal and wood, baby. No gas grills over here. Even my cats had some barbecue, and they approve. But that's really it for this particular episode of A Monster Rancher's Guide to Summoner's War. New episodes on Saturday. Reach out to us on our Discord, Monster Rancher's Guide to the Universe, on our Twitter, @RanchersGuy. MRGTSW on IG, on Instagram, MRGTSW on Facebook, MRGTSW on Reddit also, MRGTSW on YouTube, and Lightstar777 Gaming on Twitch. Coming soon, Aztec Olmec on Twitch also. So I think that's all of them. If I miss any, that'll make me sad, but I think that's all of them. But yeah, awesome show as usual. Live long and prosper.